Good evening, CMI. All right, welcome to Showcase number 1. We're going to have a good time tonight. Tonight, we've got the Shagbark Band.
Shagbark Band is going to play Days of Elijah.
Me and this microphone are friends. That's fantastic. All right, we started having solo competitions 2 days ago, and we're going to announce publicly the winners of the Tabernacle Band Solo Award. I'm going to ask our brass guest, Major Martin Cordner, if you join me, because I can't do this by myself. But anyway, would you greet Martin? That's great. Tabernacle Band, third place, Joshua Rapley, third place. Tabernacle Band, second place, Jillian Pratt. And first place for Tabernacle Band, can I have a drum roll? Is it possible? Yeah. Mr. Q, man. Okay. First place, Caitlin Priester. Yep, okay, we'll come up here. Come on up here, we'll get a picture. So, Caitlin, don't go anywhere. Thank you. Notice she's prepared. Her music's in her bell. So, what are you going to play for us?
Simple gifts.
This is the part they don't like. I ask them what they're going to play. Simple gifts, yeah? Simple gifts. How you feeling about this right now?
A little nervous.
Just a little nervous. Let's encourage her. You need to know that I was there the first rehearsal on Friday. Unbelievable how much progress we've made. Shagbark, you can stay put for a second. We got a little platform. But I want you, can we congratulate them again? That was really good. So our vocal guest this year is Eric Dina, who comes to us from the Neosa Division, Cleveland, Ohio. Can you come out? You're going to help me with this award. We're going to present the winner of the piano solo competition, Emily Catani. Could you come up here, please? And we need to come to the steps here. Again? So you're going to play for something for us. What are you going to play for us?
I'm going to play Sonata, K number 1 in D minor by Scarlatti.
Scarlatti, that's impressive, yeah. Let's hear that. Can you go make your way to the piano there? Thank you. Let's encourage her, huh? So how many of you would like to learn to play the piano, something like that? Good. You've just set me up. So we have a program called Operation Piano Player. See your divisional music director. It helps subsidize private lessons across the territory. How many people in this room are on Operation Piano Player? Yeah, that's terrific. Well, we have a little more money, so if you'd like some help with piano lessons, see your divisional music director. And we need pianists for Sunday morning worship. I'd like to introduce the Dina family. They're going to come and we're going to get to know them a little bit. So, Eric and Becky. Yes. As Eric likes to say, Dina Nation. let me introduce you to Dina Nation. So here we go. Becky, you want to do this?
So Eric's sister is actually the one, after we had 4 children, we do have another daughter who's sitting back there reading her book, and she's very into Nancy Drew. So if you like Nancy Drew, ask her later what is happening in her story. So Eric's sister is the one who first called us Dina Nation, so kind of in the East, that's what everybody calls us. And if you ever see us on Facebook, we always say, yes, Dina Nation is going here and there. I want to tell you a little bit about our story, and then we're going to show you some pictures after we kind of talk a little bit, and the kids are going to hopefully talk a little bit about themselves. But I want to tell you how Eric and I met, because Eric and I met at music camp. So our music camp in the East is called Star Lake. Who's heard of it? Yeah, okay. Who's been there? Yay, good, okay. So Eric and I met when I was 14, he was 13, so I'm a year older, as the children always remind me. And we did not date. We were friends. We did not date for, 9 years? I think. And then eventually we grew up, we were in college, and one day we looked at each other and thought a little bit something different than what we had thought all the previous 9 years. And so the story is that we didn't date. Even that year at camp, we were both on staff. He still didn't even ask me out then, didn't hold my hand, nothing. The whole week, we spent every minute together. And then he came to see me. I was living in upstate New York. I went to SUNY Fredonia for college, and Eric came to see me, and we went to watch the sunset. And when we went to watch the sunset, he held my hand just like this, and I looked down, and I just knew. Girls, I just knew that he was the one. From that, I did. He did not. It took him 3 years of on and off dating. That's a whole story we're not going to tell you tonight. But girls, look around. Guys, look around. Your future spouse may be sitting here right now. Okay, so we dated on and off for 3, okay? Don't look too hard. We dated on and off for 3 years, and then we got married, and then we had 4 wonderful children. Our oldest is Rachel. This is Rachel. She's 16. Okay, Sarah is 14. This is Andrew. He is 11. And Tabitha, who's back in the back, is 9. And now I will turn it over to Eric, and he'll tell you. Actually, I'll let the kids talk. You guys can say something about yourself, something interesting or something you like to do.
Okay, so something interesting about me is, well, it's not really about me, it's about our territory. So in the Eastern Territory, there's this group called Summer Brass. It consists of teenagers starting at 16, and then normally the oldest people are around like 24, 25. And then, so it's a group of 15, and we travel around our territory going to different music camps and different corps, and we give concerts, and then we're music leadership to the kids. So this summer, it was 6 weeks long, and we went to, I think, about 4 camps, 1 day camp, and then we ended in Old Orchard, Maine. And there, the Eastern Territory, we have Salvation Army meetings, and then at night we played concerts at the pier. So that was really fun. I spent my summer traveling around with really good people and having fun and playing my instrument.
Well, hi, I'm Sarah, and while Rachel was away, I was home babysitting Andrew and Tabitha every day, or not babysitting, kid sitting every day. So that was fun, though. We had fun. But I also enjoy acting. I'm actually in the drama elective here. Yeah. And I'm a complete bookworm, so many trips to the library.
I like reading and playing Gaga.
Just talk about your job, and then I'll talk about my job, and then we'll do the slides.
So I am the divisional music director for the Northeast Ohio Division. But in that capacity, I do all the things that your normal DMDs do, but it took me 3 times to kind of figure this out. And what do I mean by that? I worked for the Salvation Army straight out of college, and then things led to me working at a school. So I taught for 11 to 12 years, actually, in Cleveland Public School System and a private school called University School. Then did the Army job part-time, along with that. So yeah, figured that out. I did full-time school teaching part-time, and then the Lord called me back to the Army full-time. So the past 7 years, I've been working for the Army full-time. In fact, one of my bosses are sitting here. We have loaned you the Howards, and we have loaned you. It's like I had any authority over that. But the Howards were our divisional leaders about 5 years ago in Northeast Ohio, and actually that was their second stint. So it's great to be family here and friends. But so yeah, I do the DMD job. I'm only one, so I'm not sure. I think there are a lot of divisions more like me out here that have one DMD, but that's very uncommon in the East. A lot of them have 2 or more. And Neosa division is about 36 corps. And while we are not the largest division in our territory by far, we do a lot for the size of our division. And so I'm pretty busy with Dina Nation as well as the things that I do for the Army. But I love it. And as long as God continues to give me the energy, I will continue to do it.
So I want to tell you about my job. So I used to be a music teacher. I have a music ed degree, and I taught in a private girls' school for 11 years. So Eric's school and my school were kind of like sister-brother school. So all the boys went to his school, and then I had a lot of the sisters of those guys at my school. And then during the 11 years that I was there, I had 4 children. And so that became very difficult to work full-time and to have 4 children. So I eventually decided to stay home with our youngest. And so I left my teaching job, and I decided that I needed something to do that I could do from home, but still help to provide a living for my family. So I started baking cakes. And I didn't know that I had this sort of creative side of me. I had never really explored art or anything like that when I was growing up. But God had put something inside me that He allowed me to use at a time when my family needed it. And so now I run a bakery from my home. It's called Sugar Arts Bakehouse. And Arts is for Andrew, Rachel, Tabitha, and Sarah. Spells Arts. It also spells rat on the bad days, but that's okay. And star, sometimes it's star. But so Sugar Arts, you'll see some pictures in a little bit of some of the things that I do. But for me, it's really a ministry. I want to tell you guys, ministry does not just have to happen at a core or with a Bible. It can happen when you're meeting with families and they want you to do, a unicorn cake for their daughter's 3rd birthday, and you make that come true for them. That can be a ministry. So anything that God puts inside of you, He can use to bless other people. So I do that. I also work part-time at our core, Cleveland Temple. I do spiritual life development and leadership development. So I've been there since May. So that's kind of something new for me, but it's exciting to do kind of those 2 things. And do you have anything else today, or should we do the slides?
Let's do the slides.
Okay.
What kind of tag team? Becky included a picture of me. This is 15 at Star Lake. My face looks exactly the same. In fact, yeah, it does look the same. Yeah, that was skinny Eric, but yeah, keep going. So here, this is Pendle Conservatory, 1997. Now, we didn't tell Harold that this was coming, but if you look, I'll have to come up and point. So if you look right here, you see Priscilla. And then right over here, well, we'll go up to Becky. Becky's in the red. And her brother, Jamie, by the way, is here. Jamie was Harold's assistant in the Pendle division. And down here, you see the 1997 version of Harold. A quick story about this one. I was supposed to be in this picture, but the very last minute, I couldn't do it. I was doing something else. I got called to do something in Cincinnati. And so Becky came here on her own. This was during our off period. Yeah, enough said. But then, 3 years later, I don't have that picture, Harold. I would love that picture. 3 years later, for the 25th anniversary of this conservatory, we came back, and we were married at that point. So, it all worked out. Yes. Next slide. This is 1992's Star Lake Chorus. So you get an idea of what we look like. This is when I was 16, Becky was 17, and I'm not going to reveal what Harold is, but you can see exactly next to me, this is proof that Harold did actually have black hair, all right? You don't see Priscilla, because if I remember correctly, she just had Aaron. It was about a year after she had Aaron, their youngest daughter. And then you want to know something funny? This was the Star Lake Chorus singing a piece that we're singing this year in CMI Chorus of Truth Secure. Nose to head down, proper.
Eric remembers every single piece ever heard or sung anywhere in Salvation Army history.
That is correct. Next slide. We'll get off of that real quick.
Aw, that's our wedding.
That's our wedding, April 3rd, 1999. So we're celebrating 20 years next year. And happier every day.
Okay, next slide. Oh, this is some of Neosa brass. So there's Eric conducting. I kid you not, I tried to find a picture of Cleveland DHQ, of Neosa's DHQ. It's not online anywhere, but there's a great, beautiful building of Alaska that keeps popping up. So if you want to see a building from Alaska. So this is just Eric conducting the band, and there's a couple more slides of him conducting. Oh, playing piano, as he usually does. Okay, we can keep going. And there was a concert we did last year on some trip. Where did we go? We went to Pendle. We were in Pendle, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh, Eric's going to talk about this.
So a little bit of geography lesson. Yes, Ohio is in the Eastern Territory, but in many ways, Ohio is linked more to your territory than our own. We are part of the Midwest, so if you think the north part of Ohio, where Cleveland is, that is definitely Great Lakes. So Chris Ward, we are definitely brothers in more ways than one. Even though, your Tigers actually stink, but that's another story. Sorry about that. Where you see Ohio, the actual, hold on a second, real quick. Where you actually see the word Ohio, that's where Columbus is. So that's, for those Michigan fans, that's the state down south. But that's where Columbus is. And then more where the Howards are from is more towards the bottom of the state of Ohio, and that's usually more southern. So you have southern, you have Midwest, and you have the Great Lakes region all in one, but we are very much closer to the Central Territory way of thinking than the East, and geography proves it. Next slide. We live in a city called Shaker Heights. If you know your history, this is the North Union Shakers. In fact, it's kind of appropriate. The piece that we heard on the euphonium, "'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift," that was actually a Shaker song, and our city is named after it. And one of the other claims to fame is that the same high school that these ladies go to, our Priscilla Bergmeyer actually graduated from. Yeah, you spent 10 years in that district, right? So there's another connection. But yeah, it's a lovely suburb. It's about 13 miles from downtown Cleveland. Cleveland is not that very big. Greater Cleveland area is maybe about 3.7 million. The city itself is only 400,000. Everyone lives in the suburbs. Next slide. And there's the city, there's our skyline. Keep going. And there's the waterfront from Lake Erie. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was to your right. And then there we have the Progressive Field, the Q, as we now call it. And that's it. Let's keep going. One more.
So I just wanted to show you a little bit about what I do, because I truly do this more full-time than my Army job. So this is Sugar Arts Bakehouse. You can keep going. Just wanted to show you a little bit of my work. So yeah, those are fun. That was a midnight decorating. So good. And then the next one, I've done thousands upon thousands of Salvation Army Shield cookies. Do we have that one back there? Yeah. So that cutter actually lives like next to my round and my square cutter, because they do a lot of Army cookies. All right, we can keep going. There's a couple cakes. That was a cake I did for Andrew's birthday party. And then these next two cakes are for Martin that I wanted to show you. I did some Star Wars. And then I think there's another Star Wars one that I had done. Yeah. So, all right. What's next? Something interesting. Oh. So we thought we'd show you Rachel and Sarah in their marching band uniform, and then there's a picture of their marching band. Their high school actually has quite a large marching band. How many people? 350. Yeah, so the next slide, there's their, yeah. That's all I put in of you. All right, this is our core building. This is Cleveland Temple. And then there's also a picture you'll see. This is a brand new building. We've been in there for 2 years. That's a picture of our sanctuary. And then I think next, this is our family on Easter. And then you'll see the next slide we have with our 5th child, Allie Jordan, who lives in Cleveland during the school year. So Allie is part of our family. We pick her up for church every Sunday, and so she's with us for holidays sometimes. Oh, so we do like to do a lot of fun things with our family. We do the typical board game, eat dinner every night, watch movies, but we like to go to baseball games. But we recently had an issue, because the next slide will show you why. Because we root for different teams. So the Indians won that night, by the way, just saying. Okay. All right, and then one of the things that we love to do is to take our Dina selfies, and you can always see us eating ice cream. There's 1,000 of these pictures that you can watch as we go back to take our seats. That's us, Dina Nation.
So this is the time in the meeting that there's going to be a little bit of transition. So we're going to have the Shagbark Band come down and take their places in the audience, and the Temple Band is going to come and find their places on the platform. And while they do that, I'm going to introduce a silly song with Shayna.
So for those of you who don't know, in my spare time, I am a preschool music teacher. So this is a classic for them. And I'm going to call a couple people up here to help me do this. Let's see. Well, come on. Oh, yeah, come on. I need like 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. I like that they're all volunteering and they don't know what they're volunteering for. Perfect. All right. So I need everybody to stand up. This involves actions. Are you ready? Okay.
Elbows back. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Thumbs up. Elbows back. Feet apart. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Thumbs up. Elbows back. Feet apart. Knees together. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Thumbs up. Elbows back. Feet apart. Knees together. Bottoms up. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Thumbs up. Elbows back. Feet apart. Knees together. Bottoms up. Tongue out. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Thumbs up. Elbows back. Feet apart. Knees together. Bottoms up. Tongue out.
Is this on? Hello. Lord of All by Major Martin Cordner. A march written for Balham Corps in London, England for its 138th anniversary. I'm a soldier bound for glory. He is the Lord. All hail the Lamb.
So we had a guitar contest 2 days ago, I believe it was, and I'm going to announce those winners. I'm going to ask Josh Turner to come. Is he here? Yeah, right here. He's our contemporary territorial contemporary music specialist, and he was a part of that conversation, which was very much like a tie, wasn't it? It was really good. So at third place, Amanda DeWitt, would you come? It's hard to tell the bronze from the gold. Second place, Isaac Leka. And first place, all the way from kind of the southern hemisphere there, Carlos Navarro. Okay, we get a picture. This is my friend Carlos. He always asks me, do I remember his name? Carlos is his name, Navarro. So can you remind everybody where you're from?
Venezuela.
Is there anybody else here from Venezuela?
Yeah, Obed.
So how long have you been playing the guitar?
10 years.
10 years. That's fantastic. What are you going to play for us tonight?
Open the eyes. Yeah, open.
check one. All right, see, let's. Ivor Bosenko's beautiful tune, The Quiet Moment, is joined with the popular chorus, I Love You, Lord, in William Himes' A Quiet Moment. The Temple Band hopes you receive a blessing from our musical offering.
Wonderful. Wouldn't you like to have that at your core on Sunday morning? A piece of music like that on Sunday morning? We're working towards that, aren't we? Our last set of soloists this evening. We are very happy to say we have 81 vocal students this year. And just over 50 of them in the Hilltop Chorus. And we had a contest the other day for Hilltop. So these are the solo winners for the Hilltop Chorus. And oh, I need Eric to join me. Can we do that? Right. Third place, Madison Sanders. Second place, Cameron Parrish. Cameron just likes to sing just a little bit. He just likes to sing a little bit, yeah. And our first place winner is the one and only Reggie Brooks. I'm not sure I understand the ooh thing. What is that? Why is that for Reggie? What is it? We're going to come up here on the steps. So, Reggie, what are you going to sing for us?
I'm going to sing a song called Satisfied in You.
Is that something original or something? No. Where'd you get that? Okay, no, I'm just asking.
It's by a band called The Sing Team.
The Sing Team. All right. Great. Let's greet Reggie, huh?
Hello? Hey, so real quick, Satisfied in You, Psalm 42. It's a great psalm, otherwise known as the deer pants for water, right? It's just a super popular psalm, and it just talks about this guy who's just having a really bad day, right? And he's like, man, I'm eating the tears that I cry, and where's God and all this stuff. Shout out to Brian James. Where's Brian? Where is he? Hey, shout out to Brian James. So I was in Cedar last year, and he said most of you guys are ungrateful, or most people are ungrateful but they don't know that when they get to heaven, if God were to open up a door, showing all the blessings that He gave them, how grateful they would be. And God had to do a little tweaking for me, so I sat there with a journal and I wrote. Lord, when I get to heaven, if you open up a door and show me all the blessings you didn't give me, I would still be satisfied in you. And that's where this song, like a year ago, that's where it really became something to me. So, yeah. I have lost my appetite, and a flood is welling up behind my eyes, so I eat the tears I cry. And if that were not enough, ain't no just the words to cut and tear and prod when they ask me where's your God. Why are you downcast, oh my soul? Why so disturbed within me? I can remember when you showed your face to me, and as a deer pants for water, so my soul thirsts for you. And when I behold your glory, you so faithfully renew, like a bed of rest for my fainting flesh. I am satisfied in you. when I'm staring at the ground, at the chaos and the doubts that drag me down. Well, now it's time to lift my brow and remember better days when I love to worship you and learn your ways with the sweetest songs of praise. Why are you downcast, oh my soul? Why so disturbed within me? I can remember when you showed your grace to me. And as a deer pants for water, so my soul thirsts for you. And when I survey your splendor, you so faithfully renew like a bed of rest for my fainting flesh. I am satisfied in you. Let my sighs give way to songs that sing about your faithfulness. Let my pain reveal your glory as my only rest. Let my loss show me all I truly have is you. 'Cause all I truly have is you. When I'm drowning out at sea, and your breakers and your waves crash down on me, I'll recall your safety scheme. You're the one who made the waves, and your son went out to suffer in my place, and to tell me that I'm safe. So why am I down? Why so disturbed? I'm satisfied in you. I'm satisfied in you. I'm satisfied in you. I'm satisfied in you. I'm satisfied in you.
All right, so just a little bit of business for tomorrow. Who's excited about Great America? Okay, so before we get there, there's a lot that needs to happen. So in the morning, breakfast 8 o'clock, optional as usual. At 8:45 is your band or chorus rehearsal. 8:45, and when you arrive at that rehearsal, you need to be in your CMI uniform, prepared for Great America, which is your CMI t-shirt, which you will get tonight in your cabins, your black or navy pants or skirt, and black shoes. So at your 8:45 rehearsal, you need to be in that uniform and ready to go. When that rehearsal is done at 9:45, all instruments and percussion will go on the truck. We have a very large truck this year. All the instruments will fit on there. That way you don't need to take them on the bus with you. So after that rehearsal is done at 9:45, the truck will be right out here by the office on the road by Catalpa. All instruments, percussion, flags, everything needs to go on that truck. After that, at 10 o'clock, you go to your period 3, which is CMI chorus, electives, or your elective track, as we did last night. And then at 11 o'clock, you will get on your buses. You will be given a lunch. We get to Great America. We get off. We assemble. You march. We come back. You can change. And then you will be given your tickets
for the park, and also a meal ticket so you can eat while you're at the park. So before we do that, also, the bus list will be posted on the window downstairs in the morning. Your buses are by cabin. There are 2 cabins per bus, so you will be by cabin, so it'll be easier to find out which bus you're on. When we get back Wednesday morning is our Great America Recovery schedule. It starts with your free time, which means if you want to sleep in, you can sleep in because your first class will not be until 10 o'clock. Now, also, if you, I'll come back to tomorrow. So at 10 o'clock is your technique class on that day, 10:45, 11:40, so the periods are all an hour later. But your free time is first at 9 o'clock, and there will be free time electives available if you want to do your arts and crafts that you normally do in morning free time. That'll be available then. Tomorrow morning at breakfast, the bank will be open. Ron will have your money from the bank in the dining room. So if you want to take out money from the bank for use at Great America, you need to go to breakfast and see Ron there. He will have the money there, not in the office, at breakfast. Also, when we are done, you need to be on the buses by 9 o'clock. Not heading toward the buses at 9 o'clock. You need to be on the bus at 9 o'clock tomorrow night after Great America. Let me say that again. You need to be on the bus at 9 o'clock tomorrow night so that we can get everyone back. Kelly, did you want to mention anything about scavenger hunt? Quickly. Kelly will tell us. Kelly has a special activity for while you're at Great America.
So how many of you love roller coasters? How many of you are like, roller coasters, not your thing? For those of you that roller coasters maybe aren't your thing, I made a little photo scavenger hunt, so you'll get this when you get your meal voucher and your ticket. There are little check boxes, so check them, and then when you take your photo, go ahead and post it with hashtag CMI 2018, and hopefully we get some cool pictures. So do them with a group or find a friend, just something else fun to do.
Okay. Thank you, Kelly. Now I need everyone to stand up. Raise your right hand. It is time for the Great America Oath. Raise your right hand. And repeat after me. I state your name. Hereby promise that I will ride to Great America on my assigned bus. I will march to the best of my ability, fully utilizing both legs in alternating style. I will not venture outside of Great America for any reason except to be on my assigned bus on or before 9 p.m. I realize that failure to meet any of these expectations will result in swift and severe consequences, including the opportunity to obtain firsthand experience in camp maintenance skills, including trash pickup, chapel setup, and plunging toilets. Finally, I promise I will be where I am supposed to be, when I am supposed to be, doing what I am supposed to do. Should I fail to live up to this oath, I promise to submit myself to endless torture by a teenage mutant ninja Slatipus. Here ends the CMI Great America Oath. You may be seated.
Well, that's going to be great. So, this afternoon we were talking about trusting in hard places. And I thought before we go into our small groups, we needed just a little example of what that might look like. So I need the fifth child of the Dina family to come join me. Give her a round of applause. Now, Allie, it is my understanding that the other night you were doing trust falls?
Yes, we were.
Okay, trust falls. Who's ever done a trust fall? Okay, so, Allie, I recently asked you to come up with the strongest person on camp, correct?
Correct.
Okay, who is the strongest person on camp?
I'm going to have to say Stephen Jordan.
Oh, Stephen Jordan. Let's have him come on up here. Stephen Jordan. Okay, so, Allie, would you say that, thank you. Would you say that you trust Stephen?
Yeah, I'd say I trust Stephen.
Do you trust him for a trust fall?
You know, I'll try.
Okay, let's see this trust fall. Do you think they can do it? Okay, let's see it. No, up here so the people can see you. Come on, this is about trust. This is about trust. It's supposed to be hard. Okay, ready? Okay, you're gonna help. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, fall. Ready? Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, fall. Oh, come on! Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that trust fall?
Yeah, -7.
-7. So, let's try again. Okay, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, fall. Okay. Are you having a hard time trusting?
Yeah, I gotta say I am.
Okay, I think maybe it's not you. Maybe it's Steven. Oh, here. Okay, so here's what I need instead. We tried the strongest. Who's the smallest person on camp? Who's the smallest? Aurelia Lawson. Aurelia Lawson, can you come up here, please? Aurelia, yeah, come on. Okay. Aurelia's gonna catch you. Okay, so, Aurelia, I mean, we saw your mad singing skills. How are your trust fall skills? Are you good at this? She seems really confident that she can. Can you catch Allie?
Yes.
Yeah, see, she didn't stutter. How do you feel, Allie?
I feel good, I gotta say.
Okay, so Aurelia, you're gonna catch her. You're gonna catch her, and it's gonna be great. Okay, you're gonna catch her. She's gonna catch you. Are you ready for this, Allie? No. Okay, turn around. Here we go. Are you ready? This is gonna be so good. Here we go. Ready? Oh, and I think to help, I think you should close your eyes.
No.
Because that's the true trust fall, right? Okay, close your eyes. Okay, close your eyes. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, fall. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we need to do this a different way. Allie, you're kicked out. Steven, come up here. You got this, right?
Yeah, we're good.
I hear he's the strongest person on camp. And you're ready to catch him, right? You got this?
Yep.
Steven, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Do you believe in Aurelia?
I believe in Aurelia.
Do you trust her?
I trust her.
Okay. Here we go. Are you ready for this? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Ready? 3, 2. You didn't go on cue. We have to count you down. Oh my goodness. There's rules here. Let's try again. Here we go. Close your eyes. Is your trust a little shaken?
What?
Is your trust a little shaken?
No, I just don't want to crush Aurelia. I'm a little bit heavier than she is.
Okay, but she's got this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Trust fall. 3, 2, 1, fall. Okay. Give him a round of applause. So, I mean, sometimes it's easy to trust, right? When you have someone strong standing behind you, like clearly right there, like Steven, it might be easy to just lean back. But when things maybe don't seem so good, it can be hard to lean back. I think if we were going to take that to the next extreme, we might have them stand on the edge here and fall down like that. But safe from harm, risk management, we're not going to do that here. But we want to think about those times when it's hard to trust. We want to be reminded that the one that we're falling back on is never going to let us down. He's the one who created us. He's the one who knows us completely. And he will never let us down. So as we go to our small groups, let's consider what it means to trust in hard places. Let's pray. Lord, we just give this time to you, knowing that you are with us and that you are faithful and that you will never let us down. Please just open our hearts to share how sometimes we might struggle to trust you, but help us to share how we've been able to and how you have brought us through the hard places so that we might be encouraged by one another and draw closer to you through this time. We ask this in Jesus' name. So now you may go with your small group leaders. Small group leaders take about 12 to 15 minutes.